Okay, click on New Map. Zoom in to Silver Lake. Change your base map to an imagery. And then zoom in a little bit. And where you want to default. And the best thing I've found is when you reopen this, you can go and just call it a new bookmark. Call it Silver Lake. No description. And then you're going to go to Add Data. Sorry. Throw down XY event data. That's going to be for your GPS points. And over here on the right, your XY table, you're going to open up your CSV file, and it is located in the forestry folder. I'm going to save it in the 2018. Silver Lake data. I'm going to use for this one, since you guys haven't done your data yet, I'm going to open up last year's. Open. CSV. Very critical is the CSV file, not the Excel file. Okay. Your X field should default to longitude. And your Y field should go to latitude. No Z field. Down the bottom, click Run. Okay, it zooms way in. And what I'm going to do is over here on the left in my contents, I'm going to click on the dot. And I'm going to select circle 3. Do it a little bit larger. And then I'm going to zoom out. The images just kind of scale with how we're zooming around. So I'm going to go back to my original bookmark. Right there we are. And then add data. I'm going to add data to the map. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to Analysis. Geostatistical Wizard is far easier. Make sure inverse distance weighting is selected. Make sure you have your, you find your database is in the Student Forestry folder in your Silver Lake data. It's the same database. I'm not sure if it will default open, so if it doesn't, I'm going to show you how to do it there. Silver Lake data, 2017. Well, that's the right data set. Then I'm going to pull down here, and I got all my parameters, all the columns I had, and I'm going to select GPF, growth projection factor for Doug fir. All right, in my weight field, growth projection factor Doug fir. Hit next, and that's the draft. Hit next. It's going to be a chart, and then finish. And then OK. And it'll draw it. I can zoom in a little bit on the property. Alright. Okay, and then over here I can click on the inverse distance weighting. I'm going to do GPF, Doug, fir, and enter. Alright, now if I want to turn off any layers, I can just go over here and click them. Turn off all layers and select them. Okay, now I'm going to add another data set. And this one is going to be my soils. So I found the Whatcom County soils data under Silver Lake. The first one, there's lots of different ones. This one I found to be the most useful. Click it. Alright, now you got an issue. You got to turn off that color. So I'm going to go over here to the left. Click black outline. Alright, then the outlines are there in the soil type. Alright, my other data I'm going to do is Go to analysis again, to a statistical wizard. And this time I'm going to go into the data set and I'll find my Silver Lake data. I'm using 2017. Pull that down, then I'm going to select my facial area, or that doesn't tell me a whole lot. Deviation, maybe just for probably right now. There. So you see the blue is the smaller growth, the smaller trees. Red is the bigger. And hit next. And finish. Okay. There it is. And I'm going to call that. Don't forget to rename it. Doug Fir DBH. Enter. And over here it tells you what the colors mean. So 36-inch trees are greater, or typically found out here, and yellow are here, and blue are out here. That's pretty typical, as I know the property fairly well. That's what it is. And they've got 10 classes, so you can actually go down to 4 classes, and it has more, or I guess fewer options. 6. Okay. Or you can go all the way up to 25. So that looks like there you go. Cool. Alright. Then share. Click your export your map, and I'm going to save it in Silver Lake. DBH. And then export's going to export it as a JPEG that you can easily put in your Google slide. There it is. Okay, just copy it and paste it. Click and slide it in. Alright, that's it.